You know, the clients that we're looking for, you know, there's always, when purchasing commercial office space, you know, like Morgan Tower.
នាំមកជូនលោកអ្នកដោយបោកកូឡេនគម្រោងទី2កាន់តែស្អាតកាន់តែទាក់ទាញជាងមុនទេសភាពធម្មជាតិស្អាតពិតៗបរិយាកាសល្អខ្យល់អាកាសបរិសុទ្ធស័ក្តិសមបំផុតសម្រាប់ការសម្រាកលំហែកាយនាពេលចុងសប្តាហ៍អាចបង់រំលោះរយៈពេល5ឆ្នាំដោយឥតការប្រាក់ទំនាក់ទំនងលេខទូរស័ព្ទ086 399 686 095 585 049
ជំនួយសួរទស្សនិកជនទាំងអស់គ្នាថ្ងៃនេះដែរគេហទំព័រ property.asia នឹងនាំមកជួយអ្នកនៅកិច្ចសភាមួយតែតើនៅប្រធានបទមួយដែលផ្សាយអចលនទ្រព្យផ្សាយលំនៅឋានដែលមានតម្លៃថ្លៃហើយនឹងទិដ្ឋភាពទូទៅទាក់ទងនឹងវិស័យអចលនទ្រព្យនៅកម្ពុជារបស់ថ្ងៃនេះខ្ញុំមានវិបត្តិមួយរូបដែលមានជំនាញរបស់សោតនៅក្នុងវិស័យអចលនទ្រព្យនៅប្រទេសអូស្ត្រាលីក៏ដូចជានៅអាស៊ានហើយគាត់មានបទពិសោធន៍ជាច្រើនឆ្នាំមកហើយថ្ងៃនេះយើងនឹងជួបជាមួយនឹងលោក Crispian Knowles ដែលគាត់បានមកចូលរួមនៅក្នុងវិស័យអចលនទ្រព្យនៅកម្ពុជារបស់យើងដែលយកពេលជាយូរណាស់មកហើយហើយគាត់មានបទពិសោធន៍ច្រើនថ្ងៃនេះដែរយើងសូមជួបជាមួយគាត់តែម្ដងsẽតនឹងពីរបស់យើងតែម្ដងHi Chris, can you tell a little bit of yourself a little bit, and we go straight to our topic about the residential and real estate market in Cambodia.
Okay. Thank you for having me today. My name is Crispian Knowles. I'm the General Manager here at Coldwell Banker Cambodia. We're a new real estate company to Cambodia. We've been open around about a year and a half now. And we especially focus on commercial office, commercial buildings and luxury real estate here in Cambodia.
So our question is, let's straight to our question. And right now, we real estate in Cambodia has been growing very fast during like last few years, but unfortunately, COVID is interrupted. What do you think about the current market situation of high-end and also like a real estate sector like overall in Cambodia?
Yeah, as you mentioned, the luxury market has evolved very quickly in Cambodia over the last couple of years. Even with the current pandemic with COVID, we're still finding that the trends will keep moving forward, still recover. In the luxury market. We've also noticed that during this pandemic, prices have come back and been reduced on the luxury market side because they often take longer to move. So developers have now had to, meet the market in terms of price, but we're still finding that there is quite a few people out there ready to snap up some good bargains on the luxury side. So it's definitely moving forward. It'll just take a little bit of time to recover, but we're finding that it is recovering slowly.
And during this time, do you think Cambodia is ready to welcome people from other countries to live in and to buy like a high-end property in Cambodia?
Yeah, certainly I believe so. Cambodia is definitely ready to accept those overseas clients to come in, whether they be occupiers or investors. And I think much of this has to do with the growth, the region's growth in the manufacturing hub. Companies are looking to diversify outside of China, reduce their costs, and are coming to countries like Cambodia with their families and entrepreneurs, and obviously the market's ready to cater for them here. So yes, definitely.
So like we talk about high-end property in market, especially you have like a condo, you have a landed property, also we have the developer like wealthy developer that develop and target the wealthy people. So do you see like the market is still, I mean, it still can get the customer from overseas during this time?
we've found we're still getting fairly good inquiry from overseas for our luxury properties for our developers. Obviously, those numbers aren't as high as they used to be, but as I just mentioned before, that with the developers and offering lower prices and reduced prices, they're becoming affordable. And it's not only for the overseas clients. There's many wealthy Cambodians that are realising, that there's good opportunities out there in the luxury market.
And so we focus on the high-end property in Cambodia, and we focus on the quality of the high-end property, and also like condo, also landed property. So this the quality of those high-end property is good enough to attract the buyer from other countries, especially like those people from other countries.
Yeah, certainly. The quality is there, and it's only going to increase as more developments go up. We have more and more, top-tier architect and design firms from Singapore or Japan or South Korea coming into Cambodia, who are basically resurrecting the luxury market, and it's certainly any wealthy overseas client that comes in here, they're meeting the standards what they're used to back in their own country, and they'll continue to grow and get better and better for sure.
So you talk about it. What about like the transaction lately, like related to your company, because your company focuses on like as you mentioned earlier that related to high-end property like a premium office on high-end property in Cambodia and especially Philippines. And so what the company like growing related to this market, to this segment, related to the high-end property, related to transaction lately, buying and sell. So how has it been?
Okay, as for everyone, it has been tough during these times. But we're currently negotiating on two quite high-end deals at the moment on Pangwood luxury homes in the Pangwood district, and these deals are valued at one's $4 million and the other one's just under $3 million. So as I said, the inquiry is slowly starting to recover, but there is people out there that are looking to pick up these good opportunities, and we just continue to market and continue to push that we will be the leaders in the luxury market here. And by doing more transactions on that level, most of the inquiry and people start to realise that Coldwell Banker is the go-to company in regards to the luxury property market.
What about related to property, high-end property in Cambodia? So there's always people say that there is opportunity during crisis. So what do you say about it? So in terms of Cambodia, so do you see any opportunity like to invest in property market, especially high-end market for profit?
Yeah, well, obviously, I think the term they say is when there's a disaster in the world, buy property while prices are low, and the clients that do have the horsepower to pick up on these opportunities will certainly make a very good profit when the market does recover and prices go back to normal. Property prices always continue to rise, no matter what market you're in. Prices do go up and down, but overall there's always a good capital growth, and especially on the luxury market. So there's definitely lots of opportunities out there. As I said, if you have the horsepower to be able to focus and take these opportunities.
So during this crisis, during this time, so what do you think about the real estate in general in Cambodia in order to tell like a smart investor to come in to invest in Cambodia, and also that they can get generate more profit from Cambodia, because Cambodia is still young and growing after this time?
Yeah, correct. The general real estate, I feel that the developers have priced their product to suit the market and especially focus on the investors. They're offering good guaranteed rental returns. They're offering good discounts. They're offering very good payment term options. And as we saw before COVID did come along, the investor, especially the overseas investor market, was very, very strong. Throughout Phnom Penh and even Chinookville as well. But during this time, less investors, but the smart investors are still investing because, as I said, the reduced prices, the developers have had to meet the market, and there's still many great opportunities out there because the markets had to come back in line with the current situation here in Cambodia.
Can you tell us and recommend where to go, which section of the property market that investors should come and invest in Cambodia, or through Coldwell Banker, which is famous for people to invest in Cambodia?
So, as I said, we concentrate on the commercial market and the luxury market. So, the clients that we're looking for, there's always, when purchasing commercial office space, like Morgan Tower, Wealth Mansion, there's always good capital growth to be made buying good commercial property because, as Phnom Penh develops more and more small, medium companies come in, entrepreneurs come in, they need quality office space. So for investors, it's a great opportunity to purchase, freehold commercial space. You definitely can't go wrong with that.
So last one. Just very last question. Just one more. Yes, during this time, and people always want to know about when the property recover. So they expect about the market to return. And so, as you expert in this field, so what do you see? How long does it take? Next year, because we have vaccine rollout and people get used to the new normal in terms of living right now. So they just get to it, so get used to it. So what do you think about the market? Your prediction, your expression in near future and in the future?
Yeah, I think everyone has to adapt because this could become the new normal with the pandemic. So it's just a matter of everyone adapting to it, adapting to change, and finding out new ways to represent the real estate market and move forward. Everyone just has to keep moving forward. I don't think the market will go back any further. I think we've levelled out now, and what we've seen over the last 2 or 3 months definitely is much more inquiry, much more activity, many more ready to act clients instead of them tossing up whether they're going to buy or invest or sell. They're now much more secure in their decision they're making. I predict that the market is slowly recovering. I definitely think by early next year, maybe Q1 next year, we'll definitely see a big turnaround.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for having me today.
នាំមកជូនលោកអ្នកដោយបោកកូឡេនគម្រោងទី2កាន់តែស្អាតកាន់តែទាក់ទាញជាងមុនទេសភាពធម្មជាតិស្អាតពិតៗបរិយាកាសល្អខ្យល់អាកាសបរិសុទ្ធស័ក្តិសមបំផុតសម្រាប់ការសម្រាកលំហែកាយនាពេលចុងសប្តាហ៍អាចបង់រំលោះរយៈពេល5ឆ្នាំដោយឥតការប្រាក់ទំនាក់ទំនងលេខទូរស័ព្ទ086 399 686 095 585 049 ក្រុមហ៊ុន KW CMSN Realty Co Ltd មានផ្ដល់ជូនសេវាកម្មដូចជាទិញលក់ជួលនិងវិតម្លៃអចលនទ្រព្យទំនាក់ទំនងលេខទូរស័ព្ទ010 777 472 088 97 77 472